Ladies and gentlemen, the Las Vegas Raiders have just concluded day 2 of the NFL draft, and man, did they get better. Charles Grant, Caleb Rogers, they didn't Jack Beck, right? They added guys who I absolutely love. And in this video, what I wanted, Darien Porter, you guys, just wait until we talk about Darien Porter. You guys are going to love this dude. We're going to talk everything you need to know about every draft pick from today, from the videos we posted. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Comment down below your favorite draft pick from today, and who should we get tomorrow? Shador? Let me know what you guys think. Join the family, subscribe, and let's dive into every draft pick from day 2. The Las Vegas Raiders just did exactly what I thought they were going to do, and in the 3rd round drafted a corner that I think fits in what Pete Carroll loves to do and draft these lengthy cornerbacks, these hybrids. Darien Porter on his way to Las Vegas at 6'4", 200 pounds, is a little bit older at 24 years old, but this is a rare prospect that is a wide receiver turned corner, has great ball skills, and is in the 95th percentile in height and length, and elite track background, can run this dude's a unicorn, okay? And in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know. I actually predicted, if you go back and watch my other video I posted earlier today of the Raiders, I said this is the guy they should look at, and man, do they snag him here in the 3rd round. I love it. Before we dive in, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit that like button if you want more Raiders videos. Comment down below P2, right, if you guys are enjoying them. And lastly, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we got you guys covered. With that being said, let's dive into the video. Now, first thing you're going to notice, he's got a 90.1 coverage grade. This guy is elite, okay? Elite, top tier when it comes to coverage, man-to-man, zone coverage, whatever it may be, he is really good at it. Now, primarily, he's good in zone, okay? He does have a lot of room to grow in man, I will say, but he has shown flashes. That's why, okay, maybe not elite in man, but elite in zone for sure. And when you look at Pete Carroll, Richard Sherman, and their defense, and the Legion of Boom, what did they play? They played zone coverage. They were elite in that specific area. This is a guy that has day 1 starting capabilities at the corner position. Now, he's really smooth, a very natural mover. Given that height and length, it is massive. Look at Tariq Woolen, by the way, dog, right? Look at Tariq Witherspoon, Seattle Seahawks players that Pete Carroll drafted. Elite recovery speed and acceleration. He's got that receiver background, understands taking on blocks and funneling ball carriers back inside to the rest of his defense. That is huge, especially when you have guys that have relentless motors, which the Raiders do have. The hip flips and acceleration are top tier. Being a 6'4" cornerback, this is, again, a rare prospect. Now, the run defense grade, his tackling ability is not great. It's not that great at all, okay? But when you look at this Raiders defense right now with Jacorian Bennett, with Darnay Holmes, with Eric Stokes, you needed to get better in this area. I think you're adding a day 1 starting corner, and then you pair him up with the DeCamerion Richardson, who is also a 6'2" type of guy. I still have faith in DeCamerion Richardson a ton. These seem like Pete Carroll type of guys, man. I am so excited, but I am a little bit nervous about stopping the run. Can he do it? Well, we're going to have to find out. But hopefully, this interception percentage could go up a little bit from 22% or 22, number 22 in the NFL, and 1.7%. Hopefully, we get that up just a little bit, guys. And here we go. One of my favorite picks here. Late 3rd round. Dude, the Raiders just got one of the biggest steals of this year's draft. And I mean that. I don't know how this guy is still here, but the Raiders just did the unthinkable, guys. They did, okay? We're going to break down exactly why Charles Grant, the William & Mary tackle, is going to be such a big player for this Raiders team. And a lot of people said they need tackle. Go get a tackle. We don't need running back. Go get a tackle. Guys, this is one of the best run blockers in the NFL draft, one of the best pass blockers in the NFL draft, and excels in zone gap schemes. One of the best tackles in this year's NFL draft is now a Las Vegas Raider. And we're going to break down everything you need to know about Charles Grant. Yes, he didn't play in the best system, wasn't on the best team in the SEC, but he's a guy that has pure athleticism, raw potential, and showed insane flashes at the FCS level. Now, he is 6'4", 300 pounds, and only 23 years old. His athleticism gives him a ton of just raw potential. His lower body is a true asset because he's got so much strength. He's able to drive guys back, and he could develop into a solid contributor if he adds some more upper body strength, which guys, I don't know if you know this, but in the NFL, they get trainers, they get coaches, they get meal prep guys. They're going to be able to put on some weight, okay? They will. Now, if he also can refine his hand technique, this could be a day one starter for you, okay? Now, he's a little bit of a late bloomer, which sometimes can scare people, but since he's only 23 years old, I'm fine with it, right? He's got light and powerful in the lower body, which is huge. Need to be quick, need to be agile, but need to be strong. He's got that. Above average lateral quickness. Okay, perfect. Now, you might even be able to sit into guard, right, with that lateral quickness. Gets across defenders on reach blocks with ease. Advances to the second level quickly. Again, foot speed. Let's get out to that second level. Let's pound a linebacker. JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson, did a great job at this. This is going to be a huge guy, helping him in that aspect. Wrestling background gives him that finisher mentality. Love it. I love everything about Charles Grant, and to get him late in the third round is an absolute steal in my opinion. Now, again, just 4 starts against FBS teams is concerning, but again, I'm not concerned. You're not drafting him to be a day one starter. You're drafting him to be a developmental piece behind Thayer Munford, behind DJ Glaze, right, to help, or Alex Kappa to help him develop. You got Colton Miller that can help him develop. I love this dude. I love Jack Besh, Caleb Rogers, Ashton Jeanty. They are killing this draft. Now we're gonna Darien Porter. Oh my dude, I love Darien Porter. The perfect Pete Carroll corner, by the way. I'm gonna post a video here shortly of covering all these guys in one video. So stay tuned for that. But this team desperately needed help. 32 in run yards allowed or yards per carry, and 20th in QB sack percentage allowed. This team needed to get better on the O-line, and they just did. And here we go. The Las Vegas Raiders are drafting another insanely high character guy. But this time, Jack Beck. I mean, the chip is going to be on his shoulder throughout the entirety of his NFL draft career. I am all in on this pick. And Raider Nation, you guys are going to absolutely love this player, man. Went through a really tough time. His brother ended up passing away. But when you talk about the football player, this guy is a difference maker, man. Absolute monster, power slot type of receiver who has spent time at both tight end and wide receiver. He's got impressive quickness. His footwork is different. For a big wide receiver, you guys will not believe how good this guy could be. So in the video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about him and why I think he's an NFL starting wide receiver almost right away coming out of this year's NFL draft. Now, before we dive into the video, Raider Nation, as a Raider fan, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Comment down below P2 if you want me to break down every single pick for the Raiders. They've added multiple thirds. More importantly, subscribe to the channel, guys. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we got you guys covered throughout the entirety of this year's draft process. With that being said, let's dive into it. So this guy is a wide receiver too, pretty much right away. He's got that playmaker mentality. Doesn't go down on first contact. Kind of sounds like someone we know, Ashton Jeanty. Yeah, this guy's an absolute monster. Makes plays after the catch. Got great long speed. Is adequate as a slot or even an outside wide receiver. So we know versatility is screaming off the page. Very short hands. Does not have a bad catch rate at all. It's honestly one of the best in this year's NFL draft. I am so all in on this pick. He's got a drop rate of 1.6. 1.6% drop rate. That is elite. 65% contested catch rate. 83.1 receiving grade. 72.4 versus man coverage. Again, want to see that be a little bit better. But man, guys, at his best, Beck has the making of an impact wide receiver 2 at the wide receiver level, or Besh. He needs to continue to grow consistently in his releases against press and his routes. I think that's something you can develop in the NFL, but his short hands and playmaker mentality will not be an issue at all. Michael Wilson's actually a pretty good player for the Cardinals. I like it. Now, he's not experienced. He's not a guy that's had a ton of experience versus outside press coverage, but I think he can beat it. Needs to maintain blocks longer. Again, he's got that chip on the shoulder. I love this guy's mentality. He's got great size. And Raider Nation, not gonna lie, you guys are gonna absolutely love this dude. Absolutely love him. So hit the like button, subscribe. If you want some film analysis, let me know in the comments, and I'll get that video out for you guys soon. Peace. The Las Vegas Raiders had back-to-back picks here and still don't take Shedeur Sanders. I don't know what is going on, but they do add two guys who look really good. On the outside looking in, one of them, Caleb Rogers. So we're going to break down right now. He is a guy from Texas Tech that is 6'5", 312 pounds, and this dude could be a really good backup, or I could actually see him developing into a starter. Now, this dude has unbelievable athletic ability right away, okay? He ranked as the third best athletic guard in this year's NFL draft. The athleticism jumps off the tape from a day one standpoint. Now, they do take him a little bit early, late third. He was projected to go in the 4th or 5th round here. But again, this is a guy I absolutely love. Absolute Iron Man, logging over 4,200 career snaps. Sometimes the best trait is availability, okay? The best ability is availability, and this guy has that, okay? He's got protection at guard. It's bolstered by experience at left tackle. So again, now we're starting to see versatility. The guy can play different positions. Love that. He's got a pass punch, turns out feet, and unlocks hips to create a rush anchor. Huge, like that. He's got a good radar when pulling to find and kick out defenders. I love it. I like guys who can look for work, right? Whenever you're going through, let's say a defense has an edge and they drop back into zone and you're playing right tackle, right? I love guys who look for work. This is a guy that says, all right, if I don't have someone to block, I'm going to go find someone to block, right? He keeps the pad level square on his combo blocks and climbs to the linebackers with steady feet and good balance, and he destroys them, right? This is a guy who might not have the best foot quickness in the world, but he's got a really good ability to keep guys in front of him. So overall, I love this addition for the offensive line. You needed to add more depth here, and they do that with Caleb Rogers, one of the first offensive linemen that John Spatek has taken in this year's NFL draft. And last year, they were one of the worst in terms of yards per carry, and one of the worst in terms of protecting their quarterback. And Caleb Rogers is a guy that I like in terms of potential, and I hope he develops into a starter, but I think right away he's a good backup with the potential to grow as a player, and I hope he does, right? I love the athleticism. It jumps off the tape. If they can coach him well, this is going to be a home run pick. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you in this next Raiders video coming up very, very shortly.